So, from Reuters, LinkedIn planning to lay off 5% of staff in latest tech sector cuts. Oh, holy crap. Look, I got to give my appreciation to my friends in big tech, right? They saw that Silicon Dojo failed. They know I'm coming back to do commentary videos on YouTube. And so they are just feeding me a good rage bait right now so I can make some sweet CPM. That's right. I just want everybody who's watching right now to understand these tens of thousands of layoffs that are just in a continuous stream. This is all occurring because of my buddies in Silicon Valley trying to prop up my YouTube channel. Oh, that's not true. You might feel a little bit better if it was, though. So yeah, the layoffs keep going because of course they are. As I've said before, this is getting brutal. Right back like a year ago, I used to laugh a lot about the layoffs, and I used to laugh about the layoffs because I knew they were coming. I've been arguing about this for years at this point, right? The tech industry has been overstaffed. We had enough tech professionals back in 2016, 2017. I've made those arguments for years and years and years, and I was called a complete fucking moron for years and years and years. And so, a year ago, all these layoffs are happening. I'm giggling, I'm laughing, because hey, look, you can put a rocket on a turkey. The damn thing ain't flying, and at some point, it is going to come back into contact with the ground, and that is not gonna be a landing. And I try to warn everybody. But the problem is, with this kind of thing, it just keeps going so long that at some point it's just not funny anymore. It's just not funny. It's like Microsoft and Amazon and Block. What last week? Cloudflare. Somebody else. Coinbase. Like this. And even today, I'm gonna be doing this video talking about the LinkedIn layoffs. The worst part is? After I do this video about LinkedIn layoffs, I have to do another video about Cisco layoffs. Because these big tech companies are laying off thousands of people at a time. Just back to back to back to back. So, yeah, tell me again how valuable you are. Tell your parasocial daddy one more time how valuable your skills are in the modern world. And if only other people had gone to a coding boot camp like you, they could be having the great life you're having. But anyways, it's reality, right? The turkey and planet Earth are coming closer and closer together. And it's gotta get worse. Can I just say that for a second? Like when you're looking at this, oh, this isn't even the end of the beginning of the stupidity. Like when you look at this, you're like, okay, well, Microsoft got rid of 16,000 people, Oracle got rid of 30,000 people. So LinkedIn getting rid of 5% of their staff. That's better. This is. I just want it to be crystal clear. They are right-sizing their staffing levels for a good economy. We do not have a good economy. It's only going to get worse. So much worse. Let's see here. LinkedIn planned to inform staff of layoffs on Wednesday. Two people familiar with the matter told Reuters in a widening of technology sector cuts this year. The Microsoft-owned social network plans to cut about 5% of its headcount as it reorganizes teams and focuses personnel on areas where its business is growing, said one of the people on condition of anonymity. LinkedIn employs more than 17,500 people or full-time workers. Its website says Reuters was unable to determine the teams affected. So, yeah, you're probably going to be looking about 750 to 1,000 people laid off. The cuts come as revenue at LinkedIn, which sells recruiting tools and subscriptions, rose 12% in the just ended quarter from a year prior, and an acceleration of growth in 2026, according to the Microsoft security filings. And this is one of the big things with these layoffs, and this is also why I argue that this is right sizing, is so many of these, like don't look at Oracle. Oracle is a disaster. That's just a disaster. But anywho, if you look at a lot of these other companies, their revenue is actually up. Their numbers are actually going up. And so to some people, it may seem weird that they're laying off so many people, so many staff. The reason that they're laying off so many staff is they just have too many staff, right? They have more staff than they need, even if their numbers went up by quite a large degree. So basically what is happening now is they didn't need this level of staffing 2 years ago. They didn't need this level of staffing a year ago. They don't need this level of staffing now. Even if their numbers keep increasing over the next year or two, they still are going to need less staff. They simply need fewer people than they hired, over the idiocy of the COVID boom. So even as these revenue and these profit numbers go up, they're going to be laying off more and more people. I do think this is interesting in the technology world. Oh, because, there's this whole culture crap. I remember, having done technology for 30 years, I remember when the culture of being a technology professional was people who wanted to pay their mortgages. Remember that? Remember when technology professionals all believed in paying mortgages? Yeah, that was a wonderful time period. Like, I remember when this whole family team dynamic came in. As I've talked about before, I started in the military. I had a lot of weird stuff with paramilitary teams and that type of stuff. And so I was used to team environments. I was used to, team environments where you really backed each other. And the thing was, like, when I got into the normal IT world, that is not what we had. Oh, it was a bag of pissed off cats. Like, when I got in the IT world originally, it was a bag of pissed off cats. God knows half the time how anything got deployed. Right? That's just how it was. Anywho, one of the things I thought was weird, I've talked about this for years, is around that 2010, that time period, you started having these startup companies come out and with this whole culture thing, right? Really, they didn't talk a lot about culture 15, 20 years ago. It was somewhere around that time period where culture became the preeminent thing, especially for a lot of these startups, and was all like, what is the culture your startup is going to have? And that's where they came up with teams and all that. And it made me feel weird, right? Back in the days when I was actually still going out for interviews and that type of thing, I actually went to some companies and I would talk with Army buddies of mine afterwards. And I was like, it felt fucking weird. Like, they're all like, we're on a team together. And I'm like, no, they're not. Just tell me what the benefits package is and how much time I get off. And, if my peers don't look like a whole bunch of assholes, maybe I'll work for your company. There's this real push. Again, 15, 20 year, teams, and we're a family and we're in it together. And I remember when that came on, and I remember honestly talking with buddies of mine saying, this feels weird. Well, that was a long time ago. The thing that I think is interesting now, though, is that crap has gotten old, right? We've had 15 or 20 years of these technology employees being told that they're on a team together, right? They got to push through. They got to show how much passion they have. They got to give up on their spouses and their kids and anything else that might matter in life so that their startup company can take over the world. One of the things that you'll notice about me that's very weird in the tech industry is I talk about how valuable my wife is. I actually like my wife. I'd like to keep her around. And in any other industry, that's like, yeah, no shit. Probably. That's good, right? I guess that's good. But one of the things I want you to think about, when you listen to the thought leaders, the visionaries, the people that are talking into the camera in the technology world, how many of them actually talk about their spouses? How many actually talk about, relationships and marriage counseling and any of that kind of stuff? Because they've pushed this idea for 15, 20 years that the most important thing is the company. The company is going to change the world. You have the chance to be on the forefront of making everything, existence different, and that is what is most important. And now they've got too many employees. So now that the company is having more revenue, now that the companies are doing better and better, it is going to become ever more ugly as they start dumping these employees. Because like for my generation, right, if I had a job in order to pay the mortgage, and then my boss said, well, it sucks, but we need to cut costs, we need to right size, like you sit there and like, okay, I am giving my services to the company to make money so I can buy what I want. It is no longer valuable to the company. I'm gone. Fuck it. I'm going to try to find another job or do pizza delivery. Pizza delivery is always there. But here's the thing. We've had a generation of technology professionals. Again, we talk about 15 years. This means some of these technology professionals might be 37 years old. They have spouses, kids, and houses, and they believed their companies cared about them. They were the vanguard of a revolution, is what they were informed. They were informed of that fact. Oh, maybe not so much. Maybe not so much. And so what's going to be curious is what's going to happen with these tech companies as basically all of this kind of goes, boom, right? Basically, reality happens. All this has to normalize, rationalize, whatever else. And these tech employees have to learn about reality. And I do wonder how much uglier that is going to get. Think about with these cultures. Think about these cultures. Now, with the employees that are left. Right? Think about the employees that are left. They believe they were part of a team. They believe they were part of a family. And they are now being abjectly, their noses are being shoved in the fact that they are simply a fucking replaceable cog in the machine that their boss would actually prefer to get rid of. What is that going to do to productivity in these organizations? That'll be a thing. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So put your thoughts. Put your thoughts down below on all these employees getting laid off and that type of thing. If you like these episodes, they are on Spotify and on Apple Podcasts. Link for that is in the doobly-doo. Also, if you want to follow what I do on LinkedIn, there's a link for that down in the doobles too. With that, see y'all later.